Oh, you have hot dog?
Wait.
Food's done. Another one? You're gonna have them all gone. Hey. Really? No, not on the table. Again. Dana, move down. I told you not the table.
Okay.
You better move, Dana.
Move it. It's gonna pop.
No,
I
I
ain't touching it.
I said move himself, not that.
3, 2.
See, it sprays crap. Don't touch nothing.
What part don't you understand?
All right, don't touch anything here till I come out like that now.
None, I told you not to do it.
Maybe I should read this. Oh, I don't know how to play this.
dress?
Oh, you got that pad of paper?
I don't have it. Is it still in the kitchen?
I should read this. I don't know how to play chess.
Well, I... Hey. Don't touch this shit.
What's in it?
I don't know, but don't touch it. It's poison.